Welcome to JEC Radar. Today, we're examining a significant shift in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. In what is being reported as their largest 24-hour advance in over a year, Russian forces have reportedly captured 2 more Ukrainian villages. This development, according to the Institute for the Study of War, brings the total territory under Russian control to approximately 19% of Ukraine. This notable gain in territory comes at a critical juncture, just days before the high-stakes summit between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, scheduled to take place in Alaska. Let's delve into the details and potential implications of these events. While specific details about the captured villages remain limited in open-source reporting, the fact that this advance is characterized as the most significant in a single day for over a year suggests a potential shift in the dynamics on the ground. It's important to note that battlefield claims can be difficult to independently verify in active conflict zones. However, the assessment by the Institute for the Study of War, a respected think tank providing analysis of the conflict, lends credence to these reports. Their calculation that Russia now controls 19% of Ukraine's territory underscores the substantial territorial losses Ukraine has experienced since the full-scale invasion began. This advance likely comes as a result of sustained pressure and ongoing fighting in key sectors of the front line. Military analysts often point to factors such as troop morale, logistical capabilities, and the availability of resources as potential contributing factors to shifts in territorial control. The intensity of the conflict has remained high in certain areas, and these recent gains for Russian forces highlight the fluid and often unpredictable nature of warfare. The timing of this Russian advance is particularly noteworthy as it precedes a significant diplomatic event, the meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in Alaska. While the agenda for this summit has not been fully disclosed, it is widely anticipated that the conflict in Ukraine will be a central topic of discussion. The territorial gains by Russian forces in the days leading up to this meeting could potentially influence the dynamics and the messaging from both sides. For Russia, these gains might be seen as strengthening their negotiating position, demonstrating their continued ability to advance on the battlefield despite international pressure and sanctions. Conversely, this development could present a challenge for Donald Trump, potentially increasing pressure on him to take a firm stance on the conflict and reaffirm support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The international community will be closely watching the statements and outcomes of this summit for any indications of shifts in policy or approach to the ongoing war. The fact that Russian forces have achieved their largest territorial gain in a single day in over a year raises questions about the future trajectory of the conflict. If this momentum continues, it could have significant implications for the overall map of Ukraine and the long-term viability of Ukraine's defense efforts. Control over more territory could provide Russia with strategic advantages, including control over key infrastructure, resources, and population centers. This development is also likely to galvanize further discussions and actions from Ukraine's allies. Increased calls for military and financial aid to Ukraine may emerge alongside renewed diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict, albeit in a context where the territorial realities on the ground are shifting. The international community faces a complex challenge in balancing support for Ukraine with the need to prevent further escalation and find a path towards a sustainable peace. The capture of these 2 Ukrainian villages, marking Russia's most significant advance in over a year, underscores the ongoing intensity and the shifting dynamics of the conflict. As the world awaits the outcome of the upcoming Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, these territorial gains will undoubtedly add another layer of complexity to the discussions and the future of the war in Ukraine. We will continue to monitor developments and provide updates as they emerge. Thank you for watching.